Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Lizzie and tonight I am watching I Walked with a Zombie. So according to the Amazon synopsis, because I did have to run this, it says a nurse in the Caribbean resorts to voodoo to cure her patient even though she is in love with the woman's husband. Along the way she discovers a few secrets. I'm not gonna lie, when I first read it I thought it was like she's in love with the woman, and I was like, oh, but no, love with the woman's husband. So this is definitely gonna be an interesting one. I have mentioned before that though I love the concept of zombies, I'm generally disappointed by zombie films, so I'm hoping that I enjoy this one, and I will let you know. Hey guys, so just got done, and this film is a interesting one, that is definitely for sure. So like I read the little synopsis, you have this nurse who is sent to live with this family to take care of this woman, and she ends up falling in love with the woman's husband. Obviously there's definitely more to it than just that. So you have kind of these, well, I guess like 5 main characters, including their mother, but really these like 4 main characters, these 2 brothers, the oldest who is Paul, and the youngest who is Wesley, and it is Paul's wife, Jessica, who is the sickly woman. She's really in just like a zombie state at this point, and not like a coma, like she can get up and like walk around, and she does at points in the film, but there's just like nothing in there. She does spend most of the time in bed, but she's able to kind of like eat and keep living and whatnot, but she's just like blankly nothing going on. And it's very, very sad. I'm like saying it lightheartedly, but it is quite sad. And so you have Betsy, who is the nurse, sent to look after her, and she really is a sweet young woman who does try quite hard throughout the film to try and cure Jessica, but kind of not so much for Jessica, but more so for Paul, who she has fallen in love with. But like I mentioned, you have the younger brother, Wesley, and him and Paul have this very like sibling rivalry. They didn't really grow up together. They're half brothers, and though their family is from this island that they live on, Wesley actually went to school in America and Paul went to school in England, so they really did not grow up together at all. And but they now all live together, and the sibling rivalry is brought on even stronger when Wesley and Jessica fall in love, and they actually plan to run off together, but Paul won't allow it, and he even admits to Betsy that he like told Jessica that he like refuses to let her go, that he would basically stop her at any cost from leaving, and he really, like, it's crazy, he really does open up to Betsy and just basically like tells her how he like emotionally abused Jessica, and even admits to Betsy that like the first time he saw her, she was watching the ocean, and he saw how like sweet and pure she was or whatever, and like wanted to like destroy that, and like tries and like tells her she needs to leave, and you're just like, what the fuck? And Betsy like excuses his behaviors throughout the entire thing, and you're just like, what the hell? And like even the locals have this song at one point about like it's their family, because they're like this rich, you know, well-known family and white family, and this is mostly like Black Island, but yeah, they like the locals have the song about like what happens, which is kind of, and Betsy hears about that first before she hears about it from Paul as well, but you're just like, what the fuck is with this family? And I'm not gonna get into too much how it ends, but unfortunately there's not like much conclusion with the whole like Paul being a horrible person bit. Nothing. They do at one point, they do like say that they're gonna go into like this investigation into it, but I mean, it's doesn't happen by the end of the film. And it really is kind of a bit of a like cliffhanger film. Like stuff happens and you're just kind of like, oh, okay, what's like gonna happen with the rest of the family now? Like, what the hell? But it was a really good film. It was pretty short. It's like an hour and 8 minutes. So it actually goes by quite quickly. But one of the issues that I kind of had within this film was like the time. You don't really, I guess, know how long Betsy's been there. You meet her when she's on like her first night there. That's when the film starts. But it seems like she kind of falls in love with Paul very quickly. And I mean, it does kind of feel like she has been there for a while by the end of the film. But there's really no like timestamp within it, so you're not really sure even how long she has been there at all. So that was kind of the only thing, was like she could have been there for a couple days for all like we know. But there's definitely some like twists in this movie. And it was really good. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I had to rent it on Amazon, but it was like $1.99, so like $2 to rent. And I definitely think it's worth it if you got the extra $2. And if you haven't seen this one, and if you have seen this one, let me know what you think about it in the comments below. And if you did enjoy this review, please do give it a big old thumbs up. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button for more horror related content, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow with another video. Bye.